Hello everybody! GG React here, and today we're here to react to my first time playing Dungeons & Dragons by Jaiden Animations. I'll be honest, I have actually never played Dungeons & Dragons myself, but I know what it is, and I don't know if it counts, but I've read the Goblin Slayer light novels, which I believe are based on D&D, but I've also watched that one Gravity Falls episodes with D&D in it, so I got some idea of what it's like. Not a lot, but I have an idea, but yeah, I'm gonna see how Jaiden's first experience was, and yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into this.
Dungeons & Dragons is like a board game without the board, and you play using your imagination. If you think of something, it can just happen in game. D&D
Nice.
is very popular. Almost everyone I've ever met absolutely loves it, and I have never played it before, even though I always thought I would really like it. People would tell me stories of their games, like, so this one time me and my party were entering a cave, and there was a big ogre guarding some treasure,
Pretty
but
simple.
I used my charisma stat to seduce him, and we ended up eloping together. Dude, if you don't think that sounds crazy fun,
That's pretty
then
funny.
I don't think we would get along, and you should probably unsubscribe.
Dang.
But if you do think that sounds fun, then hey, sorry.
Wow,
I've
make
never
it very
done that
clear.
before. It got weird. I decided to reach out to Charlie, aka Slimesicle, aka
Nice.
Charlie Slimesicle, because he's super
I know who
into
Slimesicle
D&D,
is.
and we ended up forming a little group of me, Alpharad, Ranbu as the players.
Oh,
and Charlie
Ranbu and
as the
Alpharad
dungeon
too.
master,
Nice.
Which is like the game organizer slash manager slash god. We all created
Right.
our characters, and into the world we were teleported. The clouds
Let's
part
see how
over
things
a vast,
went.
lush forest. In it,
Okay.
a giant ancient oak tree can be found looming over all
feels
the
like the
other
start of a
trees.
Zelda
The
game.
inside has been hollowed out, and a sign hangs
And I've only
outside
played, like,
reading Old Oak
2, maybe
Inn.
3 Zelda games,
Inside,
so
many
I don't know.
creatures of
Maybe it's because of the
various
Zelda
sources,
music that's giving me that
relaxing, drinking,
vibe.
socializing, but one stands out. A cat, equipped with various instruments, sits at a table, leaning over their cup of milk and scanning the room. They spot a dragonborn drinking at the bar, alone, seemingly pondering life. From the other end of the bar, a man in a suit approaches the dragon and starts a casual conversation. Do you know Mark? No, I don't. Who are you? I'm Paul. I'm an assistant manager.
He
at
kinda
the
looks like
Old
Larry
Market Wall, 43
from
years old.
Scarlet and
My
Violet.
wife passed away during childbirth. My parents died, and my only child, Paul Jr., ran away at age 6. I'm living a deadbeat life, not even able to go up in the corporate ladder because my manager, Mark, prevents me from doing so. So here I am, drinking away my woes. I'm Zoot. Hi, excuse me. Are you two new around here? Born and raised. I wish I was.
Dang.
So I've been stuck in a time loop for what I believe to be the past 3 years.
Dang.
I relived the same day over and over. I suspect my neighbor Thomas somehow trapped me here, but I don't know how to escape.
Huh. That's
I can
interesting.
Look, over there. In about 5 seconds, there's a 70% chance a waiter is gonna trip and drop their glasses onto the ground.
Why only a 75% chance? Why only a 75% chance, huh? Oh.
Well, alright, it's a bit impressive, but
Okay.
like, it's gonna take a bit more convincing because that wasn't all that. Suddenly,
Oh,
a
Lord.
sheep crashes through the tavern windows and starts rampaging around the inn.
Oh
It's
my
going straight up
goodness.
crazy, knocking over tables, knocking over people. Paul mentions it's got something in its mouth, and the sheep immediately stops and runs straight up to him. As Paul takes what seems to be a scroll out of the sheep's mouth, Zoot whips out their mace in an attempt to pepper spray the sheep.
What?
But slips on a puddle of rum and accidentally sprays Paul, who just is disappointed at this point. The three open the scroll,
Oh my
and
lord.
Zoot, recognizing it's a speak with animals spell, translates it, casting a huge shockwave and blasting everything in its radius.
Wow. Okay.
Hello? Can you understand me now?
Oh, okay.
Why the did you try to spray me with mace? Zoot and the sheep started bickering as Paul and
Oh
Paul
my
just
goodness.
stare at them. Just forget it, forget it. I'm no ordinary sheep. I used to be human and was cursed into a sheep's body.
Dang,
My name
that's rough,
is
buddy.
Luop, and I need your help becoming human again.
Imagine the sheep's actually like secretly
Alright,
evil.
Luop. Well, it's Luop. Come on, guys, let's go. And for some reason, they all went along with it. Still
Okay.
not understanding what the hell is going on. Maybe, they both thought, they could find their arch enemies, Mark and Thompson. along the
Potentially.
way. The group is walking through the woods. Bartholomew is very on edge, feeling like something isn't quite right. The tree line is shifting in unnatural ways. Oak trees are turning into birch. The bushes are rustling. Zoot spots various random animals along the path and picks up a
lot of
turtle,
interesting
which
looking
they
animals.
add to their
Oh.
inventory. Paul tries to pocket a turtle
Okay.
of his own, but it turns out to be a rock and is
Nice.
then mauled by a cougar. He ends
Why?
up unharmed, though his adventure suit he changed into is now ruined. Zoot feels bad about Paul not getting a turtle, so they offer to let Paul name theirs, to which he chooses Paul Jr.
Oh,
They eventually
pretty
reach
simple.
a clearing with a large stone outcrop covered in engraved shifting runes. Carved into a stone is a large bronze door with a face on it.
That's the
Hello.
ominous.
You should try to impress it. Oh, okay.
Ah.
Answer these riddles 3,
Oh.
and then
It's an elephant!
you can come in.
Okay.
I'm a riddle door. The alphabet goes from A to Z.
Yes.
I go from Z to A.
So, just the alphabet backwards.
The alphabet backwards.
Yeah. Is it really? Oh.
The answer was zebra. Foods.
What? Okay.
Move without wings between silken strings. I weave as you may find my substance.
Is it a butterfly?
I'm gonna say a spider, because I got the butt strings.
Oh. Then I got that wrong.
Wait, but can you turn our friend back?
Oh yeah, double or nothing.
Oh.
And your friend will be turned back.
Bruh.
I creep and crawl with no eyes, legs, or ears, but I can move the earth with my peers.
I don't know. I give up. After the last one, I give up.
Can you use it in a sentence?
In answer to the question,
Yeah, like spelling bee style.
nice try. Gonna worm your way out of this.
Is it worm?
I think I picked up on it. I don't know if you noticed, but he said worm on accident. I'm very detail oriented.
Don't listen to him. He's evil.
Paul Jr., what do you think the answer is? Turtle. Turtle, final answer. It's a worm.
Correct.
Nice.
The adventurers walk through the door's mouth,
Oh,
which
boy.
closes behind them. As they're walking into an open room, they're greeted by a closed silver door. Zoot immediately pitches the turtle at the door, but
Huh.
nothing happens. There's
Why
three
would
dishes
there?
of clay
Why-
placed
why-
in front
why
of
would
three
something happen?
pedestals,
I
and the
don't know.
door face emerges once again. This
Oh,
time
come
on.
on.
The ceiling.
Why?
To continue, create whatever you want.
Not wanting to deal
Create a
with this,
Pokeball!
Zoot throws a dagger into the door's eye.
Oh, rude.
I'm not helping you with this one.
The group, now lost with no direction, decides for some reason to all start eating the clay. even
Why?
feeding some to Paul Jr. and Lwop against their wills.
Bruh.
After all the clay has been consumed, the pillars glow red and more clay drops down from the ceiling.
Oh, come
resetting the
on.
puzzle. Huh. Out of ideas, they decide to do what the door face suggested. Bartholomew sculpts a crown, Zoot rolls out a worm, and Paul builds a penguin.
Nice.
They all place their creations on pedestals, which sink in and beam green before the lights turn out and everything goes dark. They flash back on and suddenly all their creations have come to
Oh,
life
Lord.
in weird clay flesh bodies. Paul cleaves at his penguin with his great axe,
Nice.
nearly cutting it clean in half, revealing that the inside is just more clay. The worm
That
monster
would make
looks at
sense.
Zoot and says, "It's wormin' time!" causing Zoot to scream and sending a
Of course,
shockwave
it's
to
wormy
him,
time. Definitely not
immediately
Morbin
exploding
time.
The worm and splattering clay everywhere, living as a normal-sized worm now. The worm
Huh.
lunges and wraps itself around Zoot's throat, trying to
Bruh.
choke them out. Bartholomew rips the arms off the crown monster and dodges its follow-up attack. The penguin reforms itself, sprints full speed at Paul, but slips and splats into a pile of clay on the ground,
Bruh.
to which Paul finishes off with his axe.
Let's
Meanwhile,
go.
Bartholomew attempts to rip the legs off the crown, only for the crown legs to turn into arms.
Oh, come
grabbing
on.
Tholomew and climbing onto their head, causing them to lose their mind, viewing the other party members as enemies. Paul shifts his attention to Tholomew, throwing his great axe horizontally at the crown. Unfortunately, it goes a bit low and the handle smacks Tholomew directly in the face. Zoot gets a grip
Oh my
on the
goodness.
worm, ripping it off their throat, and breathes acid onto it until it's reduced to ash.
Okay, I guess the
Tholomew
lizard can do
blows
that
on their
now.
bagpipes to attack Paul, sending out a thunderous shockwave that shakes the cavern. Paul is able to hold his ground, runs up to the two, and successfully cleaves the crown off Tholomew's head.
Nice.
All the clay monsters have been defeated. The silver door opens, and everyone cheers together in celebration. The adventurers enter the
With
new
the
room to be
Slimesicle
greeted by
dungeon
wooden
master just kinda
structures,
chilling in the
spiral
background.
staircases, platforms, and a golden door at the very back wall. It
Well,
looks
that's
like
not
a camp is set up
very
inside the
ominous
area, and
at all,
voices can be
definitely.
heard above on one of the platforms. Tholomew scans the area looking for traces of their neighbor, Thompson. Not only do they discover a pack of goblins that have inhabited the area, but he also recognizes a familiar boot print in the clay. It's the same type Thompson wears. He's been here. Paul climbs up to the goblin platform and sparks conversation. The goblins are confused and a bit wary of the intruders, but introduce themselves nonetheless.
I'm Gob, that's Glob, that's Gobble, that's Gobble Gob, and that's the Peeler,
Dang.
And who's that?
that's Bloyle.
So your names are Gob, Glob, Gobble, Gobble Gob, Peeler, and Bloyle?
Huh.
The Peeler.
Got it.
Okay.
So your name is the Peeler. You don't know anything about Marker Thompson.
I only know about one thing,
What?
and that's peeling. Yeah.
Oh.
Great, there you go.
Oh,
Oh, what the
Jesus.
fudge?
Okay, all right, we're leaving. Paul starts booking it to the door they came in through. The Peeler right on his tail, stabbing
Bruh.
at his ankles. No one else is doing or saying anything. They're just watching. Paul makes it back to the previous room, and the Peeler slinks into the shadows.
Bruh.
With Paul in the other room and Tholomew and Zoot unable to speak Goblin, Tholomew is left trying to communicate through improvised sign language, pointing
Huh.
at the door and blowing kisses at the goblins to signal peace. Zoot tries to slip around the goblins in the meantime, as communication is clearly not working and the goblins are only getting more aggressive, but they bump into an invisible force they
Oh,
can't
come
see,
on.
alerting the goblins, who are now initiating combat. Zoot decides to keep running to the door as Tholomew bangs on their drums, sending sound shockwaves at the
Activating
attacking
their
goblins.
bongo
Gob,
cat
Gob,
power.
and Gobble are all sent flying off the edge of the platform, falling to their deaths. Gobble Gob, in a fit of rage after losing his friends, lunges at Tholomew but misses completely, sending himself off the edge of the platform.
Bruh.
The Peeler emerges from the shadows to lunge at Tholomew, who is taking up Bloyle, but Paul jumps in just in time,
Nice!
cracking blades with him. As everyone is distracted, Zoot gets to the door, peeking in to see an entirely golden room with a small
Ooh.
golden rod shaped like a tree branch floating at the center. The branch shifts between valuable materials, at one moment being made of gold, then emerald, then ruby. Gobble Gob, the goblin that accidentally dove off the side of the platform,
he's alive.
sprints back up the stairs and attempts to tackle Tholomew off the platform, but accidentally leaps over him and plummets
Oh, come on.
once again over the edge. This time to his demise. Paul and Tholomew perform a clumsy team attack together and finish off the Peeler, ending
Nice.
the battle, but because of the uncoordinated attack, Paul's axe is now
Oh.
peeled. They all hurry over
Dang.
to Zoot and enter the golden room together, trying to figure out how to get the artifact down. Zoot suggests they all toss Slop into the air to get it down, so Paul Solongi Bowser's the sheep into the air, but in the complete opposite direction.
Dang.
Tholomew quickly runs over and breaks his fall, and before Lop can say anything, they throw him again.
Oh,
this
come
time
on.
hitting their target as they both fall to the ground. No one stops Lop's fall this time as he lays motionless on the floor. As Tholomew is healing up Lop,
okay.
Zoot approaches the wand, only for it to be snatched by an invisible force. An unseen figure then reveals itself.
Who?
Well, hey there, neighbor. Oh, and Paul, it's me, your good friend.
Wait, are their enemy the same enemy? Oh my goodness!
Tholomew, you ruined my life, spreading false rumors about me. You said I cursed you, and now no one wants to talk to me. My wife and kids left me. Everyone avoided me.
Dang, what a
I
twist.
spent years becoming a dark wizard, and I'm gonna have my revenge. What about me? And you?
Does he just hate him?
Paul. Anyway, you all are gonna be spending
Oh,
the rest
come
of your lives
on.
here in this shifty sanctum. I'll be going now.
Bruh.
Tholomew quickly casts locate object on the wand Mark is now holding and throws ink in the general direction, hoping to reveal where Mark is, but unfortunately it doesn't land.
Dang.
sprints in the direction Tholomew indicated and attempts to tackle the air. They make contact, but bounce off of Mark's rock-solid beer gut, breaking the invisibility spell.
Nice!
Tholomew whips out their drums, slamming it with the intent to cast a thunderwave on Mark, sending him flying from the impact. Zoot follows behind and shouts,
This is working out quite well.
casting a command spell on him. He stops in his tracks, facing Zoot, and says, I'm so sad. Having never dealt with
Oh,
depression
Lord.
before. He pulls out a picture of his ex-wife and kids and just stares at it longingly.
Oh my gosh.
See their chance to attack him.
The
and
world's
once
smallest
again try to use
violin.
An ultimate team attack. They grip Paul's peeled axe together and throw it in tandem at Mark.
Ow.
But once again, they mess up, and Tholomew is accidentally sent flying with the axe as it pierces Mark's chest. Mark is unfazed, still wallowing in his depression, but Zoot sees this as an opportunity, casting Disguise Self and visually turning themselves into Mark's ex-wife.
Oh, come on, man. That's just
Ella.
cruel.
Is that you?
That is just cruel. That is so wrong.
Mark drops the photo and wand, sobbing, and slowly walks towards Zoot, who has their arms out, ready for his embrace. He grabs Zoot and pulls them close, tears streaming down his
Bruh.
face. It's been so hard. It's okay. I'm here now.
I'm waiting for the next joke to come in.
Zoot
Dude,
pulls
this is
back
so sad. Why?
to look into Mark's eyes, which are sparkling with tears, and proceeds to acid blast point blank from the mouth.
Oh, Lord. Well, guess that's taken care of.
Mark is heavily damaged but alive, snapping back to reality and throwing Paul's axe to the ground. If I can't have the wand, no one can! Paul picks
Dang.
up one part of his peeled axe. Looks like the manager position just opened up. He throws the axe and hits Mark, but doesn't
Nice.
kill him. He then picks up the other peeled axe part to throw as well, but it boomerangs around and hits him in the
Oh,
back
come
of the
on.
head. Tholomew grabs the wand from the ground and points it at Mark. This is for everything. The low tax return, the restraining order, for moving in next to me. You're my personal hell!
Dang.
Mark turns to Paul while being zapped by the wand. Would you still let me be your manager, even if I was a...
Dang. Oh, come on. Oh, Lord.
You're fired.
Bruh.
You guys did it! Please, use the wand to turn me back into a human. Please! Tholomew casts the wand's powers on Talop, finally turning him back into his original form.
Yeah!
Paul and now human Luop lock eyes. Hi, Dad.
Oh, my
Paul
goodness!
Jr.
Oh, my goodness! What a twist!
Oh! Paul and his long-lost son, Paul Jr.
What a
embrace.
twist!
The wand, now all out of
Oh,
magic,
okay.
crumbles into dust, and the party exits the cave. The bomb is detonate, and the explosions
Uh-oh.
are behind them as the group walks off.
What a nice ending. That was fun. I like that video. That was fun. It literally was just like one whole giant story, and that was just really fun to watch. I had a great time with that. Honestly, that was just really well told in terms of storytelling. It's like there's just so many twisted turns that are just so freaking funny. But yeah, that's all I really have to say, and thank you all for watching. If you're new to the JG Reaction channel, don't forget to subscribe. I always look new reaction fans to the channel. And if you have anything you'd like to see me react to, go ahead and put it in the comments down below. If I decide to check out the thing you recommend, I'll give you a shout out at the beginning of the reaction to that recommendation. And if you want to check out more of me, you can check out my gaming channel, JG Crafter. We upload a lot of gaming. It's a lot of fun there. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all around. Peace!